Have you ever had a song playing on an endless loop in your brain and you don't even have to like it? That's called an earworm, or what science is called involuntary musical imagery. But here's the real question: what does your brain insist on playing the same song over and over? Welcome to Probably Taken, where we look past the obvious to find what's hiding in plain sight. And today we're unlocking the neuroscience of earworms, what makes its songs so sticky and how to get rid of them. Here's a quick fix you can try right now: chew gum. Stick around and I'll share four other tips. When you get an earworm, multiple brain systems light up: your memory, your emotions, and even your motor circuits. Earworms are sneaky. They latch on when you're not paying attention in the shower or doing the dishes. So, what makes a song earworm material? It all comes down to your brain's love of patterns. Our brains love to predict. Recognizing patterns helps us stay safe, and music is nothing but patterns. Let's break that down into rhythm, melody, and harmony. At its core, rhythm is predictable. Your brain locks onto the beat, gets that irresistible urge to tap your foot. But if it's too predictable, boring. If it's chaos, stress. The sweet spot is a groove that surprises just enough to keep your neurons guessing. Now, melody. You have your beat, your rhythm, and then you paint it with pitch. And that makes the melody. What is harmony at its core? Harmony is the dance of adding more pitches to the mix. It's that richer, fuller sound that you get when you combine the notes. Now that we have rhythm, melody, and harmony together, our brain is constantly guessing what is coming next. What's the pattern? When the song follows a pattern, it feels familiar. Add a little chaos, and you got a stew going, baby. Here's the neuroscience twist: dopamine, that so called feel good chemical, isn't really about pleasure, it's about prediction. In the late 90s, neuroscientist Wolfram Schultz trained monkeys to expect juice after a light or a tone. At first, dopamine neurons fired when they got the juice, a pure pleasure response. But as the monkeys learned the pattern, the spike moved earlier, from the reward to the cue predicting it. Once reward was expected, the burst disappeared. The monkeys learned the pattern, the spike moved earlier, from reward to the cue predicting it. Schultz had uncovered the brain's learning code. Dopamine tracks the gap between what we expect and what actually happens, the reward prediction error. Music plays the same prediction game. Each beat and melody sets up expectations about what comes next. When a song surprises you, a delayed drop, a sudden chord change, that little prediction error gives your brain a spark. And when a hook ends mid-thought, before your brain can resolve it, the prediction loop stays open. That unfinished business becomes your earworm. Your brain quietly asking, wait, what's the next note? When a song is super catchy, your brain keeps predicting even if the music stops. Why are pop songs especially sticky? An interesting study looked at thousands of pop songs and found that the catchiest ones were mid-tempo, had unusual pitch intervals, and had predictable patterns. Basically, the perfect storm for your neurons. Not everyone experiences earworms equally. For example, studies showed that musicians have longer earworms, extroverts get high-tempo earworms, and introverts are more likely to find them irritating. Earworms might seem trivial, but they reveal music's deeper hold on our brain. For example, remembering lyrics is far easier than remembering a poem. In people with dementia, when speech is gone, entire songs can remain intact because music taps into memory networks that can outlast others. In one famous case study, a patient with severe memory loss who couldn't recognize family members could sing hymns from childhood without missing a word. That's how deeply music is wired in. So, how do we get an earworm out of our heads? Unfinished tasks stick around in our brains more than finished ones and create memory tension. That's known as the Zeigarnik effect. Earworms stick around because they are unfinished loops replaying nonstop. But your brain wants closure. So a simple way to remove an earworm is to finish the song. Listen to it from start to finish to complete the task and let it go. And here are other bonus ways you can stop an earworm. Do a task, play a short tune from beginning to end, like or move into a new context, changing rooms, moving your body. So the next time a song hijacks your brain, don't blame yourself. Blame your neurons and the clever songwriters who hijack them. If you love diving into the neuroscience of earworms, hit like, subscribe, and tell us more in the comments. What's the worst song you ever had stuck in your head?